All right, time to wake up.
Thing finally is alive.
We're on. Wake up. It's Thursday. Plenty of shut-ups today, I'm sure. JC?
Woohoo! Man, getting kind of rugged today. Wore my purple shirt this morning.
I like that purple shirt. You're doing good. By the time you got on the bandwagon.
Shut up! Go Hogs! Anyway, hey, I'm Jamie Cooper. Thank y'all for getting up with us on a kind of chilly-looking, at least it ain't raining, Thursday morning edition of Cooper and Company Live. This is Athens in the AEM. Thank all, a couple 100,000 of y'all in here with us this morning. 40 or 50 folks already in the studios. I'm looking around here. Jeff Matthews, my LSU buddy, former friend, coming in here. Since they beat us, I ain't got no more LSU buddies. Tom, Mac, we're going to talk some football in just a little bit. I'll update y'all on the Paterno situation.
God, I'm tired of hearing about people.
And Bobby, what's up?
I got a shut-up bubble head.
Let's Zorro chew his head off. Yeah, let him chew his head off. Hey, Bobby.
Yes.
You picked Auburn last week for some reason.
What happened to that pick? I picked Georgia, so what happened? You tell
That
me.
was the worst excuse for.
Give him his toy.
Well, okay. Well, I want it. That was the worst excuse of a football game that I've seen all year in the Southeastern Conference. That was awful. You know, and I have to admit, the announcers for Auburn, I was listening to part of their game on the radio. It just shows you those guys are trying to be honest because they called themselves, they said it looks like a varsity team playing 8th graders out there.
It was.
So he called the Auburn team the 8th grade. And it's perfect explanation of what was going on in that game. That was weird.
Hey, Bobby, you got that photograph of Donnie playing football youth camp, didn't you?
Well, I'm not sure if it was Donnie or if that was a seminar at the Penn State coaching staff. I'm not quite sure.
That was a 707 down in Tuscaloosa.
I'm not going to show it this morning. Hey, just a second, we'll talk about USA Today front page this morning. It's got a thing on coaches' salaries and how much they're escalating across the nation. So we'll break that down a little bit further as we progress the program today. Well, speaking of that, Jeff, you showed up on a good day. Because today we're going to have some good eating in here. It's not Cajun, deer steaks. We got a picture of them on the board on the TV back there. But yeah, Clay will be here. We'll be cooking styles in just a little bit, hunting styles. Clay's going to prepare some of his deer steaks. And here's a shot of them. I tell you, the ones we had up in Prospect a couple of weeks ago were absolutely delicious. We'll talk about that in a little bit, too. Frank's in here. Tony's on the phone. You can text Gloria at 603-4848. Or me. Send up by my phone. 230-49. What's my number?
230-1123.
230-1123.
Hey, who's number one?
Hey, I felt like Herman Cain in there for a moment, and
Who's
Rick
number
Perry.
one in all the polls?
Huh?
Who's number one, unanimous number one in all the polls?
Currently. Hey, Donnie told me that LSU was going to be favored by 17 points over Arkansas.
And not only that.
Have you heard that?
No, I didn't follow that, though.
Hey, we stick together, buddy. We're like birds on a feather. Women love us. Guys want to be.
You know what? The other day you made a stupid comment to me.
it.
And that's what I was talking about on the Sports Buzz with Harold Bug and Brad the other day. Donnie said, y'all got to be for LSU because we want a rematch with y'all. I said, no, we don't. We want Arkansas to win where we'll get in.
Yeah, but you want to play a quality team.
We want to play. We just want to play. We just want to play for another day, don't we, Bobby?
What's that?
Yeah. Let's do the weather. Shut up, man. How many times am I going to say that today?
Gloria, do the weather. Keep him quiet,
Shut
please.
up.
Now he's directing.
Shut up.
I guess we're going to do weather. That worked, Donnie. 38 degrees out there. Bundle up, grab a sweater. But you know what? It is going to be a beautiful day today. We are going to see some sunshine and actually some nice temperatures. High temperature today. There it is. Thank you, Brad. 54, low of 28, and yes, sunshine out there. No rain to worry about. Tomorrow's high of 60, low of 37. Just absolutely beautiful forecast. And look at the rest of the weather as well. Boys, behave. 65. Wonderful weekend. Do want to say a special hello to Pam Haney this morning.
Right over here.
That's right. And do not believe everything Jamie Cooper says, please.
Have we ever?
Mike fell. I had a little static.
Yeah,
Good. Oh, okay. Mike fell.
There's a way to cut that off.
I didn't know I was going to have to be over here and be a pet sitter.
Give him the toy.
Well, play with it.
You didn't have to be a pet sitter, but I mean, good career for you. I'm changing mine to coaching.
All right. Do what?
I'm going to change my career to coaching.
What's happening, Bobby?
Oh, my goodness. Just a lot going on. I tell you, getting ready for the big holiday next weekend. And
oh, yeah. We won't be here Thursday and Friday.
You'll be doing?
Hey, I hope the Iron Bowl's better than it was last year.
It will be. It's going to be a curve stolen by Alabama's going to go up.
That was a great first half.
Yeah, the first half was wonderful. We had it going on that first half.
I've watched that LSU-Alabama game 5 or 6 times now, thinking y'all might get that field goal.
He's got a life, doesn't he?
But you never get it. I've rooted for it. Go, go, go.
Those days are over. They've made some improvements down to Bryant-Denny. We got a shot of that. We got that improvements they've made to the field. Here it is right here. So next time, this is the new. Now when we play, now Shirley.
If he missed that, you better put them together because he'll still hit a crossbar.
That's the new addition they've made down Bryant-Denny. Hoping that we can beat
that's great.
Georgia Southern if we need that.
That might be the best thing you've put on this show besides me in the last year.
What is it with you and Donnie?
Oh, man. This show ain't about Bob Labbe.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Oh, it's
that
about
is
me.
great.
So shut up.
Jamie Cooper. Let's go,
Shut
Cooper.
up. I mean,
Surprised he allows you boys in the room with
Hey, I
him.
like that purple shirt, though.
we got to. All right, let me update y'all on the Penn State situation. Coach McCleary appears to be lying. No abuse charges were reported to the campus police or to the city police in that town, as he's indicated
Now,
before.
who says that they're telling the truth?
That's what he was saying.
They may be covering up themselves.
I think they are.
Covering their butts.
This thing is getting
I think they are.
real ugly. Sandusky is in USA Today. The lawyer representing one of the kids says he was appalled by what he heard the other night. Says Mr. Sandusky has elected to re-victimize these young men at a time when they should be healing. Right now, I mean, this is probably going to get up to 20 or 30 guys.
He's got 40 counts on him right now.
Yeah, that's only for the 8.
That's only 8.
The 8 victims, but 10 more have come forward since
let
then.
me ask a question here, a serious one, and 'cause I don't quite understand this. If someone comes out and says, well, something happened 20 years ago, how do they prove that?
Well, I mean, they got a good case now.
No, you can prove maybe one, but how do you prove the others is my point.
How do you not prove it?
Well, that's my point. You can't.
Yeah, the burden falls on the prosecution, right?
That's exactly right.
Let me read
I'm a little confused about a lot.
Let me read a letter, national letter that one of the columnists has written. It said, trustees at Penn State did the right thing. Says, let's go back to the grand jury report. It tells how 2002 the graduate assistant Mike McCleary told Paterno he'd come across assistant coach Jerry Sandusky having sex in the shower, on and on and on. It went all the way up the chain and to the president. They all knew about it. What were they thinking? Obviously, they weren't thinking about the university, common decency, morality. The law or boys under their care. They were thinking only about the narrow world they live in where football is king and nothing else matters or is allowed to get in their way. So they decided instead to ignore the problem and hope it would go away. It didn't. Sandusky continued to lure innocent young boys to his bedroom, just like so many predators. Priests charged with sexual abuse but simply are reassigned by their bishop. And they continue to pray on altar boys. During this whole Catholic Church deal, not one priest or bishop was fired.
Wow.
It says here, religion is still more powerful than football, is what they're saying. At least Penn State fired some people.
I'm not sure that's true in Alabama. I think football's the king.
I hope Penn State loses the rest of the games.
Well, the girl here, Christine Bremen, writes for a sports columnist for USA Today. She's saying, what if Penn State goes to the Rose Bowl? She's saying they shouldn't play the game. Penn State should not go to any bowl game. Well, because it's not fair to the victims.
If they win the Big Ten,
they're
going to the Rose Bowl. Now, if they end up losing, they have 8 other teams to choose from to go represent the Big Ten, and Penn State will not be one of those.
Well, she's saying here it's a privilege, not a right, to play in a bowl game, and Penn State's football program has squandered that privilege in spectacular fashion. She's saying it's not fair to anybody that Penn State go to a bowl game. What do you think, Bob?
The players that are playing today, what's that got to do?
Well,
it's not fair to them.
It's the institution, though.
I understand that, but you're talking about something that happened, 10, 12 years.
It doesn't matter.
My point is, if it's not fair, it's not.
Look, USC got caught cheating. Now they can't go to bowl games.
Well, that's cheating with the rules. That's cheating with the rules.
Well, this is worse.
Well, I'm not saying it's not worse. I'm just saying the players that are playing have nothing to do with that.
That don't matter.
Okay.
So wait a minute.
So in other words, what you're saying is something that happened to him 20 years ago is going to affect your TV show today. Is that what you're telling me? Is that what you're telling me? Is that what you're telling me?
Anything else about him I need to know about?
Wait a minute. I think it's the coach. Say, okay, like Alabama, everybody's blaming the kickers and blowing the games.
No, I'm blaming the coach.
One guy doesn't. You're all on a team.
I agree.
So the coach took the fall this time. You're all.
And he's gone.
Right.
And he's gone.
So wait a minute.
He's gone.
Hold on, let me. So when you go to a bowl game, CNN, ABC, all
so why don't they just quit?
Why
don't they just quit playing football?
No,
that's what you're saying. Why don't they just quit playing football?
So all they do,
maybe.
Listen, all that happens at this bowl game is all they're going to discuss is the sex scandal. There ain't gonna be nothing about football.
That's where they should play the football.
In a poll conducted by USA Today, most people agree with the Paterno decision. Franco Harris got fired.
Yeah, I see that.
Did you see that? Mm-hmm. Said Franco Harris was fired from his job at the casino in Washington because his comments were supportive of the college coach. In light of recent development, Franco Harris regarding Joe Paterno's dismissal, they have mutually decided to put their business relationship on hold.
I'm tired of this Penn State crap. Let's go on to football.
Well, that's what I'm trying to say, and I think you can do a lot of healing by playing football.
Well,
absolutely.
And it's that for the players.
All right, let's talk about me for a moment.
That's right. The football, the game, bowl games for the current players.
He said, let's talk about him.
Name the sexiest man in America.
Donnie Huddleston. Shut up, Huddleston.
Oh my God.
Bradley Cooper has been named People Magazine's sexiest man alive. The 36-year-old hangover star tells the magazine he's single. Uh-huh. Yeah, there you go.
There's only one thing you have in common with him.
What?
The name. That's about all.
And
they're Troy Donahue.
Today is a big day across America.
What is it?
Regis Philbin's last day on morning television.
Oh,
he holds the Guinness Book of Records. He's beating me out. Since I'm still on, I got a chance. He has more face time in front of a TV camera than anybody in history.
Until the scandal comes out.
You know, I first saw him he was a sidekick to Joey Bishop show back in the 60s. I sure did. Remember Regis?
You didn't interview him on your radio show?
Who?
Regis.
Regis or Joey Bishop?
He the one.
Regis, no.
What's the matter with you?
You might have time. Joey Bishop, he ain't still alive, is he?
No, Joey died years ago.
I figured you could get Regis on.
Oh, I probably could. I mean, he has called my house a couple times. I just didn't. I saw who it was. I didn't want to answer the phone.
Yeah.
I still kick myself for not. The only person I know you talk about your radio show. I've never listened to it, but
comes on to
when you did Mark McCain.
What?
Mark McCain.
Yeah, what about him?
No, when you had him on, I mean, that was
pretty good.
I watch The Rifleman every day. It's my favorite show.
Well, you should have listened to my show. He would have told you a little bit more about The Rifleman.
Your favorite show?
Listen to
That's my favorite show.
You know, he gave
Besides those.
Your show coming on like 1 o'clock in the morning?
He gave us the scoop.
All right,
come on.
This is from yesterday. What is before you put it up, Brad, let me do a little survey around the room here of the 40 or 50 people in here. What is the All-American sandwich? The number one sandwich in America.
Peanut butter and jelly.
Bingo. Yes.
That's right.
Very
What's
good.
next?
Probably grilled cheese. Probably grilled cheese.
Close. Third.
Thank you.
BLTs.
Yeah, I like BL.
Turkey, and then deer steak sandwich comes in at fifth. Compliments of deer steak sandwich coming in next.
Wait until you taste it.
We got a lot more stuff to talk about today. We'll talk about some things coming up. Don't forget Rick and Bubba's down at the cater right now tossing turkeys.
Yay.
Are they doing a WKRP takeoff or something?
No.
Turkey, they've done this every year.
They've done it, but now later on in the program this morning, I'm going to air some video to a real turkey toss that I covered in 1982 in Collinsville, Alabama.
I remember
I'm not going to run it now. I'll run it later. And it showed people throwing live turkeys off the tallest building in town, which was a 2-story feed store.
That's still one of the funniest TV shows ever was WKRP.
The one I did?
The way they threw the live turkeys out of the helicopter.
Turkeys can fly.
I like the one I did in Alaska where they took the chickens and cut them, just threw them back there in the bag.
I know y'all may have seen this 1,000 times, but you're going to see 1,000 more now.
What you didn't know is when Jamie drove home that day, a turkey flew out or jumped out of the back of the vehicle
it was a chicken.
when he got home. A chicken.
They were throwing chickens, too. What do you got on?
Hey, this is
a potato sack. Don't like it?
Burlap. Look like one of them burlap sacks. Hey, I got to take a break. Get back with Zia then.
And boy, there's some taters in that thing.
Well, them burlap sacks have certainly gone up in price, too, I'll tell you that. We got a lot of stuff cooking here on a Thursday morning. We'll take a break and be right back.
Oh, boy.
Y'all, hang on.